The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Human Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana, as we'll see a team from the American, the Rice Owls, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it where the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Nicholas. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Trying to get the corner. He's going to look.
And lastly, remember, Indiana Republicans, they also broke with the president and voted against.
Yard on that one. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Tulane. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Rice's offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different.
Gets away from one, finds some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And the Owls will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Slithers into space. Wide open on the run. Touchdown, Rice. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Gordon. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for his man. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Turning it on. Touchdown Owls. The offense cashing it in on that drive. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep.
There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. They go right back to him. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score.
guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Camarda. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give on the option. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking for room, it's Gordon. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Caught in the backfield. It's Gordon. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Making side adjustments here. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Lindsey. Breaks into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about that?
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it, they reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
It's a draw. Oh, he's got some space. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's Gordon. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They snapped it to the up end. He's on the run. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the backer?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Tulane now facing 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. got his man to the left. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Push down for the tackle.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. Makes the grab on the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's 3rd down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the 4th down.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch around the 50. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. It'll be a draw. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Turning it on. Past the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rice.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And he added the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
It's a fumble on the play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you?
About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Wants to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success. And
there he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. He got a step and just dusted the field.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Makes it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. The play action fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. Haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last play. Now let's see how that affects the rest of this game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Owls. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Nicholas. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the down?
He'll take a shot. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Camarda. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Grabs it in the middle. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throwing right. Tosses it incomplete.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given them a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Using his legs, it's Gordon.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Hard running there.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
No, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
It's complete on the right side. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They'll run the screen. Works his way to the 18-yard line. Not enough for the first down. They'll be facing 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you
turning it on. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The pull and throw off the RPO. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached a break, and it's Tulane on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking for a crease. It's Lindsey. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be brought down. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And they failed to hook up on 3rd down.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Got it near midfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the running back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. And the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
What?
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the 1st down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On target. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board. He's going to fire deep. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. There he goes. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll go to the toss. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. From the gun, looking for a man. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust it. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Floats it out in space. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. With jet sweep pass. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down.
Yeah. I can't hear you, hon. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be out.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Camarda. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I
I'll
guess,
bring
a
him
lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's thrown. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Rice rushes to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Slater. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the quarterback takes a knee in victory formation, and he'll get to do it one more time as the clock winds inside a minute. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel.